Hello students, following question is from part test 1, subject digital logic, chapter logic gates, and the question is asked for 1 mark. The question states that using this given circuit, what is the output of the given circuit? We need to find the output of the given circuit. And the options are either it is option A is AB, option B is AB bar, option C is A bar B, and option D is A bar B bar. For such kind of questions, we would have solution in 2 steps. That is, my solution would be in 2 steps. My step 1 is marking of inputs and outputs for all the gates. So in first step, what we would do is mark the inputs and outputs of all the gates. So if I look over here for my OR gate, which is my first gate, my inputs are A and B, and my output I would mark it as W1. Fine. Now this W1 is passed through an inverting gate, for which my output would be, let me mark it as W2. Now this third gate is my OR gate. So let me mark the output for my OR gate as W3. The inputs for this are A and W2. Now this W3 is passed through an inverting gate, for which I would mark my output as W4. Moving further, the output of this OR gate, for which my inputs are W2 and W4, I would mark it as W5. And finally, my output of this AND gate is my Y, for which my inputs are W5 and W4. So now over here we are done with our step 1. Now moving to step 2, that is getting our final output. So now let us look to the solution. From the figure we can say that W1 is equal to A plus B. See, we can say W1 is equal to A plus B. So I will mark this as relation 1. Now since from here we see that W2 is nothing but it is passed through a W1 is passed through inverting gate. So what we get as W2 is equal to W1 bar. So using relation 1, I have A plus B the whole bar, which would be equal to A bar dot B bar, which we would get using our De Morgan's law. That is, P plus Q the whole bar would be equal to P bar dot Q bar. Now moving further, as again if you see in the figure, W3 over here is nothing but output of OR gate, for which my inputs are A and W2. So my W3 would be A plus W2. From relation number 2, we get that W3 equal to A plus A bar dot B bar. And if we use the law of absorption, which states that P plus P bar Q, which is equal to P plus Q, W3 would reduce to A plus B bar. Now still moving further, in the figure we see that W4 is inverted of W3. Hence we get W4 is equal to W3 bar. Now same again using relation number 3, we would get A plus B bar the whole bar. Again using De Morgan's law, it would reduce to A bar dot B double bar, which would again give me A bar dot B, because B bar of bar is same as B. Complement of complement is the same number itself. Now moving further, in this figure we see that W5 is equal to ORing of W2 and W4. Hence I get W5 is equal to W2 plus W4. Now using relation number 2 and 4, we get that W5 is equal to A bar dot B bar plus A bar dot B. If I take A bar common, I would get B bar plus B inside the bracket. Now using the basic laws which state that P plus P bar equal to 1, I would get B bar plus B is equal to 1. And yes, again as we know that P into 1 is equal to P, so what I get finally W5 is equal to A bar. Finally my output Y is obtained using ANDing of W5 and W4. So Y is equal to W5 dot W4. So using relation 4 and 5, we get A bar dot B bar. Now using absorption law, which states that P dot PQ is equal to PQ, hence I would get my final answer as A bar B, which is nothing but my option over here correct option C. So whenever such kind of questions are given to us, first of all what we will do is mark the inputs and outputs in the circuit using some symbols. Next step, we would find the final output solving the relation one by one, and in our case we got final output as option C. Thank you.